We're going to take a little detour right now, then, because there's shocking news that came out this morning from Australia about Neighbours, the TV show, the soap opera that's been around for 37 years, right? Almost 9,000 episodes broadcast. Apparently, they're going to shut it down. They're going to axe it because they can't find any funding. Following the loss of our key broadcast partner in the UK, and despite an extensive search for alternative funding, say Neighbours, we simply have no option but to rest the show. After 37 years, Channel 5 has dropped it. No explanation. Surely something can be done to keep it going. Let's talk to Alan Fletcher, who plays Dr. Carl Kennedy and has done for decades in Neighbours. Alan, a very good morning to you. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me on, yeah.
Not at all.
It's a sad day, of course.
It is. This must have come as a bit of a shock to you, Alan.
Oh, well, we had some forewarning of it. I mean, Channel 5 have been a wonderful, wonderful partner to Neighbours for 14 years. Channel 10, of course, here in Australia, have supported the show for 37 years, and we're very grateful for that. Channel 5 has made an economic decision, which is not uncommon to make, particularly in times of COVID, to pivot towards UK drama, and so that funding stream has disappeared, and we've been unable to find another funding stream, unfortunately. So the tough decision has to be made to close the show down and rest it. If we could find funding down the track, or if some other model could be created, that'd be fantastic. But the harsh reality is that we can't continue past June 10 in production here in Australia.
Right, because I'm told you've still got an audience of about 1 million every day worldwide. That's surely a big enough number to get somebody interested in putting it on.
Well, you'd like to think so. And, the big thing here is what we really are hoping is that people will now celebrate Neighbours with us. I mean, we're going to be on air until August in the UK, and we're really, really hopeful that the people who've loved Neighbours, who are watching it right now, and the people who used to love Neighbours and maybe aren't watching it right now, will come back to the show and really help us celebrate 37 years of incredible drama right through to August. And, the upshot of that might be, if the figures get high enough, that someone might come along and go, hey, you know what? Let's revisit this. Let's have another think about it. But for now, unfortunately, we are ending, and we're going to make those last weeks in Neighbours the best they've ever been.
I was going to say to you whether you have any favourite moments. I know that's probably a very difficult question to ask somebody who's been in so many episodes without wishing to give you 25 minutes to answer the question. But I mean, have you got a favourite moment or a favourite series?
Funnily enough, I do. I never used to, but episode 7,000 was very special to me because my character, who's very tight with money, won $7,000 on a scratch lottery, but lost the ticket. And so I spent that episode roaming around trying to find the ticket, and eventually, and I can't really explain how it got to this point, I found it stuck to Toadfish, one of our characters, stuck to his bottom. And we were at a naturalist lunch when I found that. So it's a very funny episode. Right. I will always treasure it. And so it's definitely one to find on YouTube and chase in the archives.
OK. I was going to say, is it easy to find some of the older shows? Are they all sitting somewhere happily for someone to just tap into?
I believe so much of it is available, and I wouldn't be surprised if so much more does become available as a historical thing. We have so many fans, and I really want to just say at this point, I am gutted for all the fans of the show. So many of them contacting us, expressing their dismay, so many of them working so hard to try and save Neighbours. Every effort people are making is so appreciated, I've got to say. And for 37 years, this show would not have survived without all you wonderful people, particularly in the UK. So thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for your support. Please stay with us to the end and help us celebrate Neighbours.
Sure. And what would you say, Alan, to any potential broadcaster looking to save it?
Well, I'd say that, all possible avenues for Neighbours to be on air still should be investigated if people have got the wherewithal to do it. It's beyond me, I'm going to say, to be able to know what sort of model might work or whatever. But there's some greater minds out there than mine, and who knows? Maybe someone's got a vision. I hope they do. But one thing that might give them that vision, of course, is if tons and tons of people watch the show right through to the end.
Yeah, absolutely right. But listen, Alan, great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Good luck, and thank you for all the episodes in the past. I'll go back and have another look at episode 7,000 and check it out. And we'll hopefully speak to you soon when somebody's rescued it.
Wonderful. Thanks for the support.
No problem at all. Alan Fletcher there, who played Dr. Carl Kennedy and has played him for decades in Neighbours. If you're a Neighbours fan, you know what to do. Tweet me with why we should be saving Neighbours, because clearly there is a lust for it, there is a need for it in this country. We certainly could do with cheering up from time to time. So let's get it on. This is Talk Radio.